Hi, topic for this session is computer software. An instruction is a collection of expressions. For example, add a comma b. So this is an instruction given to the CPU for processing or adding a and b. A program is a set of instructions as shown above that forms an application or a software or part of application. So we make one program that has multiple instructions in it that combinedly perform a particular task. So process is a program that is executing, or we can say a process is a program under execution, like our internet browser or notepad, right? So program is an passive entity and process is an active entity of program, right? Many processes of the same program can run at the same time, like multiple instances or windows of Google Chrome can be opened. So now what is a computer software? Computer software, or simply a software, also known as computer program, is the non-tangible component of computers, right, designed to perform a special task, right? So for a layman, a collection of one or more programs that are combinedly designed to perform a specific task is called a software. So what are different type of softwares? Softwares are basically divided into two categories. One is system software, another is application software, as we also discussed this in the previous session, right? So system software is further divided into three parts: operating system, network operating system, and utility softwares. System software is a software or a program that controls the computer hardware and can be used to maintain the computer in some way that it can run efficiently, right? It provides a platform to manage the flow of data and instructions to and from hardware to application used by the user. System software is further divided into three categories as discussed in the previous diagram: operating system, network operating system, and utility programs. So let's start with the first one, called operating system. It tells how to use its own hardware components. It's essential for computer because it acts as an interpreter between the hardware, application program, and the user. Right? Any instruction we give is forwarded to the application through OS, and then application forwards to hardware through OS, operating system. When a program wants hardware to do something, it communicates through the operating system. When user wants hardware to do something, the request of the user is handled and forwarded by the operating system. The example of operating systems are Windows, Linux, Mac. Next category is network operating systems that allow computers to communicate and share data across network while controlling network operations and overseeing network security. It's a special set of operating system or operating softwares that controls the network flow, right? Operating system softwares can be used as network operating system software, but performance of securing data on the network is much better in network operating system softwares. Examples are Linux and Unix. Utility software, which is the third category of system software, is a program that makes the computer system easier to use and perform highly specialized functionalities. Utilities are used to manage disk, troubleshoot hardware problems, perform other tasks that the operating system by itself may not be able to do. Examples are disk manager, device manager, and BIOS, that is basic input output system. Second category of softwares is application software or end user program. Programs used for specialized purpose or specific purpose or software used to perform various tasks by the user are called application software. These softwares can be used for word processing, photo and video editing, or for many other purposes. Some application softwares are Microsoft Office, that has PowerPoint, Word, Excel, and so on. Another is Adobe Photoshop. Then we have Acrobat Reader. Right. There is another set of classification of software on the basis of their accessibility. right? That is freeware, shareware, open source, and copyright. First is freeware. Freeware software is freely available that any user can download from internet and use it without paying anything. However, we cannot make changes and can charge for further distribution. Neither we can make any changes to the software nor we can sell it further. Right? Examples are Acrobat Reader, Skype, TeamViewer, and Messenger. Then we have shareware, a software that is freely distributed to users on trial basis. Thereafter, the user is asked to pay for the continued services. There are various types of sharewares like adwares, donationwares, nagwares, freemium, demoware. Some examples of shareware are Adobe Presenter, PHP Debugger, and WinZip. Third category is open source softwares. These are available to user with the source code, which means that a user can freely modify, inspect, or make changes to the software, any kind of enhancement, adding features or so. Right? Open source softwares can either be free or chargeable. Open source means the source code is freely available along with the software. So it can be charged for the software and give you code as a free addition, right? Or it can charge for the, it can give you both, like the software as well as the code for free, right? Some examples of open source softwares are Apache Web Server, GNU Compiler Collection, Moodle, Mozilla Firefox, Thunderbird. The last category is copyright softwares, also known as closed source softwares, are usually paid and have intellectual copyrights or property rights or patent over the source code. The use of this is very restricted and usually the source code is not available to view or modify. Right? Neither you can share it with anybody else further.